Right guys, we're playing Dayz. Now, you don't often see me at the load-in screen, but the reason for this is that something quite odd happened. I was playing Dayz, and all of a sudden I was teleported, I think with everyone else on the map, to one location. I quickly left the server. It was rather odd. It was a kill fest. All of a sudden I was heavily wounded. And I'm curious to know, when I spawn in, where will I be spawning into? Or will I have died? It's a very unusual situation. So I won't let you bore you with this long load-in screen, because we all know this takes a long time, especially if the server is busy. So we will see what we see when we get there. Talk to you in a minute, guys. Okay, we're in, and it appears I've got a broken leg. How weird is that? Fortunately, I have morphine. Never leave home without it, boys. Just watch that broken leg disappear. It's very, very odd. I've got full health, but I have got a broken leg. This is where I was when all of a sudden I sort of teleported to a beach surrounded by barbed wire and pretty much every other player in the game. So, very unusual. Let's get rid of that. Maybe it was a glitch. Don't know. Let's carry on exploring. Let's see how much stuff I've got in my backpack. Ooh, a fair bit of stuff. Ooh, I've got some cooked meat. I think no. Do I need cooked meat? No, I don't. I've still got my blood. Still looks healthy. I'm in Zelenogorsk again. I know. I like Zelenogorsk. Don't get too many people. Plenty of zombies, mind. Did you hear that cry? Very strange. Ooh, I like those ones. Those ones always run at me. Ah, it's raining. Lovely. He didn't move. Now, when they're motionless like this, I always think it's because another player has been through recently, and this is their zombies that have been left over. He didn't respond, so in other words, he's not there. Still keep a bloody eye on him, though. Yeah, because the zombies are created by the player, so my computer is creating my zombies. So the zombies you see moving are created by my computer. These zombies that you see not moving, like him there, are sort of leftovers from the last time someone came through here. I'm sure if I hadn't just spawned in, they would have been taken over. We're going to go and have a look at the post office. I always think it's vaguely slightly odd that there is a post box opposite the post office. But anyway, I was expected to be on the same side of the road. Post box. No, my options look like that. Let's get indoors. Normally some good things. Oh, strangers. Ah, there we go. There's some stuff. I'm just going to go into here. It's never used cameras. You're supposed to be able to throw them and stuff, but this is a bit heavily stripped out. Makes me think that somebody else has been through recently. I mean, a bandage. Don't need a bandage right now. Not usual. This is normally a better place to pick things up. The post office is normally pretty good for stuff. Check behind. None of these buildings are enterable. Ooh, well, there's an enterable building with a monkey in front of it. I'm not going to waste a round on him if he's not going to move. He's moving. friends as well. Always check behind you. One of the things I'm going to be sorting out fairly soon, ordered one on eBay, is a new headset of mine. Yes, I was saying, I've ordered a new headset. This is partly because then I'll have a better microphone. Haha, and you won't have me making funny noises all over my... so the sound quality should improve. But also, by having a headset on, I will be able to start using my track IR again. Now, for those of you who don't know what a track IR is, it's a device that clips to your headphones, and there's another part of it that sits on top of your monitor. And basically, it tells the computer where your head is. And all of this, I'm looking around now, which means I've got my thumb, hang on, this is me looking dead head centre. Put my thumb on the Alt button, I then move my mouse, and although my body is facing forward, my head is turning. Like this. If you've got a track IR, all you have to do is actually move your head in the game, move your head around, the computer knows where your head is, and translate that to head movement within the game, and it is fantastic for flying, but really good for infantry as well, because, you know, the tagline is it puts your head in the game, but it really does. It's one of the best things you can get for if you're an armour player. They're not cheap though, unfortunately. There's only one company makes them. They're about 150 quid. So when I used to play armour a lot, it made perfect sense for me to have a track IR. I sort of stopped playing armour for a while until Dayz came out. I packed my track IR away, I changed my setup, so I was using a nice set of speakers instead of headset, and sort of packed it away, but I realised I'm playing Dayz every single day. For a good couple of hours every day. I might as well break out the track IR. But of course, for a track IR, I need to have I need a headset to clip the clip to. It's called the Pro Clip or something. Anyway, it's got a stupid name. But hopefully within a week I'll have a better microphone, and also my track IR, so this swinging my head around will be a slightly more natural movement, and I won't be doing this where I take my thumb off the button quickly to snap forward, because at the moment I sort of swing left and right too violently. Ooh, grass indoors and rain indoors. This game does have its limitations, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll leave it here. Enough of me rambling on. I'm heading off up to the bars at the top of the town. I'll have a look around those. If I see anything interesting, I'll start recording again. Right, we're back again. I'm right at the top of the town. Filthy weather. You can see the church there. And I don't know if you can see it properly, but over there is a petrol station. But here are a little collection of barns. We've got what I would refer to as a machine barn. I call it machine barn because it's got like checker tape on the outside, and while I used to work on farms, that's the type of thing you would have done to a building which you would have put machines into. Over there is definitely a cow shed, a long thin cow shed, and that one is an animal barn. You can partly see because there's a big pile of manure in the corner. So what have we got in here? Woohoo! Bits and bobs. Bobs and bits. I tell you what, whoever sold this whiskey has sold an awful lot of it. I've never yet found a bottle of it which you can actually use. Wouldn't it be great in Dayz if you could get drunk? Yeah, fine bottle of whiskey, drink bottle of whiskey, then wobble about all over the place for the next 4 hours, and then fall asleep underneath a ditch or something. Yeah, that would be good. to be able to find cans of Heineken and things. Cans of Heineken, get drunk, get loutish. Loads of empty tins, always loads of empty tins. Now, it was in a barn like this that I found a bear trap once. Ooh, look! Hey, here's a rifle. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to drop my Winchester. Which means I've got to put it in the backpack. I'm going to put it in the backpack. My backpack is very full of stuff. Now, what of that don't I need? Let's think. Well, let's just empty it and see what I can put back. This is the thing. This is inventory Tetris. That's what we're playing. We're playing inventory Tetris. Just to see if what we can get in where. Because I want that weapon. This is where you don't want a zombie to come up behind you. Anyway, let's leave playing infantry Tetris. Bang, look at that. Let's leave that there for a bit. Right, we're back recording. Run into a few zombies along the way. That's one of the churches you can't go into. And let's turn on another pop and look at it. One of the churches you can't go into, which is a shame really, because the churches are really quite beautiful in this game. And we're working our way back through the village, back in. I've managed to play inventory Tetris with my stock. Now, as you can see, I wouldn't have a chance to have a look. So we go into the room, turn around. By the way, this building has a bit of a glitch. If you've got a lot of zombies out, they can climb through that window. Just to let you know. I think, in fact, there's a player. Player. Friendly. If you shoot, I will. Identify. That's a friendly. Ooh, that's always a tense moment when you come across another player. Sorry, a tense moment there in this game. If anyone's actually played this game for any length of time would have understood that that was a potentially a scary moment. You see, I've been playing inventory Tetris here. Keep pack, which I possibly might need because of this rain. Never need tin cans. Now, although he didn't say anything, I'm assuming he doesn't have a microphone. He heard me, and he heard not to do anything threatening. The way I spoke to him, now you heard what I said, the way I spoke to him is to use the caps lock and of course a microphone. Now, anyone with a working microphone can do what I just did, that's to talk in-game to other players. He can't hear what I'm saying right now because I don't have my finger on the caps lock button. But yeah, if you're within about 80 meters, you can be heard. Oop, I just got a text message. So yeah, it's a general thing. Always good to play Dayz with a microphone. Even you know, if you're not making videos or things like that, which I'm doing at the moment. But you need a microphone so that you can talk to people and shout warnings. Because if he didn't do something that denoted himself as being friendly pretty damn fast, he would have got shot. Talking of getting shot, let him walk into it, and he dies. See in there? That's nice. Don't forget you can see through windows. But yeah, if you're playing Dayz, make sure you've got a microphone so you can talk to people, shout warnings. Otherwise, I would have had to have killed him. I didn't want to kill him. Didn't want to be killed by him either. Do your best not to shoot other survivors. Another way of showing that you're a friendly is to lean left and right rapidly, and sort of wobble backwards and forwards. If you just sat down isolated, it seemed to work quite well. Anyway, let's leave it there. This video is going to get very long if we're not careful. Right, just had to shoot a zombie, and I have lost a fair bit of blood. One thing to remember, whenever you bandage, you must let the animation complete, otherwise you're not bandaged. And this is why I keep the meat around. Now if you look at my blood level, it's 11,005. Eat cooked meat. It went up by 800 points. It's much better for you than just tins of stuff. And look, he's got a soda can. They're not all useless. Them zombies. We have some friends as well, if I remember rightly. See what we got. Right in the nutsack. That's no way to shoot someone, is it? Yeah. It's unlikely we're going to find anything in the supermarket, seeing as there was another player around. I assume they went through the supermarket and took everything of any note. But we'll have a look. I wish I was wearing soft-soled shoes so they didn't make quite so much noise as I walked about. There we go. And there's some stuff in here in the Alice bag. One thing I've not managed to figure out how to do is actually how to put one of these inside your own bag. Haven't figured that out yet. Box of matches, very useful things, boxes of matches and ammunition. Better. So what have we got? We've got some Leonfield magazines. Obviously we've got a Leonfield in the back. Right, show you a little trick. Do you see this magazine is partly used? We combine it to a revolver. Then we combine it back again. It's now full. Whee! Magically giving ourselves some bullets. Just need to reload. And you're sorted. Zombies always sound very close when you're indoors. Very close indeed. Deliberately disturbing stuff. Now here's a thing that's quite tricky. You want to pick up that bag, because that bag is bigger than the one you start with. But you can't pick it up because it's surrounded by this stuff. So, to deal with bags, the other problem is when you pick up a bag to swap to a larger one, you lose the contents of your own bag. So the first thing you have to do is go somewhere and drop all the contents out of your bag. Then you come here, you pick up all of these items, take them somewhere else, drop them, then come back, come over it, and then scroll over. I'm not going to show it to you, but you scroll over, and it will be, one will be open backpack and one will be take it. So your backpack is empty, there's no stuff around it, you'll then be able to swap to the larger backpack. If you swap backpacks without emptying yours first, you will lose the contents of your backpack. Now I've got the largest one, which is the Alice pack, which is that one. If you look here, it says open Alice pack, If I scroll wheel, it says take Alice pack, as well as open. If I took that now, I would have that on my back, but I would have lost the contents of my existing Alice pack. Confused? You will be. It's really annoying. You've got to be so very careful handling packs. There are times when you think, oh, I could do something. I've dropped entirely full packs before now because I've made a mistake. It is so very, very annoying. So this is mount 4. It's like there's a watch there. Gear. Watch. Now, I already have a watch, so I can't put it into that slot again. I could open my bag and put the watch into there, but of course I don't have any slots free. Oh, bloody hell. Inventory Tetris is sometimes referred to as. Vest pouch, that's tiny. You don't have anything to do with those. What are you? You're probably a Makarov. No, it's a map. I've already got a couple of maps. Don't need more than 2 maps. Oh, it's someone's empty pack. That guy's getting very close. Keep an eye on him. So, back to here. I actually need a drink, so I should drink something. So anyway, this video is going to get very, very long, and I'm going to fill my little hard drive up. So we shall leave this here. My greedy self wants that last can of baked beans, and I don't have any space for it at all. I'm going to have to stop this guy on the way out. Slowly walk. Anyway, I shall leave it here, gents. Talk to you in a bit.